And that is Johnny Moe, as we like to call him.
All right, cool. So, hey, everybody, I'm Johnny Moe from Explore My Town. I'm nervous as hell being up here, even though I try to walk around. It's like being a duck. Everything that we do is like being a duck. We're smooth on top, but we're paddling like hell with our little feet underneath. I'm the same way. You know, getting up here, it's like I've done this 100 times. Every time I get up here, it's nerve-wracking, right? But it's nerve-wracking when you're in a small crowd versus like up on a big stage where you can get lost. And I can take my glasses off. I don't see anybody's face, but I'm 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 feet from everybody. So I'm hoping to bring to you some awesome stuff that you can use. Everything I'm going to talk about, you can do. I do it. My business does it, but you can do it. And I think you all should be doing this. But before we get into it, we're going to stand up for a minute. We're going to change the energy right now. We're going to pay homage to the great philosopher, Ric Flair. Let's give it to Ric Flair. Breathe in and give it a big woo! Yeah, baby! Let's go! All right. So, feel that energy. Just a little bit about me. What does it say up here? I was a pre-Y2K network engineer. Yes, I am old. I'm 50 years old. 50 years old this year, right? Before everybody, before there was all this AOL was the big thing back then. But before there was Zillow, before there was Facebook, before there was YouTube, I was in the networking world, working on .com businesses. Some of the companies that we worked for are some of the largest e-com companies out there. With e-com comes marketing and such. So a lot of the stuff that I'm about to talk about, or that we see today, or the technologies that like tracking that track you around, we were working on in the 90s. I can't believe it's 2022 and here we are. I got into the real estate business in 2001. I want to say 2021, but 01. Within a couple of years, I was in the RE/MAX Hall of Fame because I killed it. I really killed it because I was utilizing technology and all the things that were readily available on the web where people it was just coming in. I specifically remember my mentor and friend Saul Klein told me about when they decided to sell Realtor.com, and every agent out there in the world and some of the largest groups that I'm in will say, oh, NAR sold us down the river. Well, no, we sold us down the river. Our lack of understanding sold us down the river because it was the brokers who voted, no, we're not gonna take on this project. So that's when the project was then sold because it was going to be about $60 million starting price to build Realtor.com. So what we're going to talk about now is technology. We're going to talk about video, the trends with video, and how you can use those, because what you have upon you right now is the single greatest opportunity to be a local celebrity, to be a standout in your market. These tools, some of them are free, some of them cost money, sometimes you pay somebody to do them, but that is leverage. And to me, leverage is the most powerful thing to harness. You have social media, you have Google. If there was one thing that I wanted to, if somebody asked me right now, what's one thing I would focus on? It would be Google, tied with YouTube, of course, but Google, because you got Google reviews, you have Google business tools, and you have all these other things. But a lot of times we don't pay attention to them, and we're going to get into some reasons why. But first of all, what we want to do is, if we take a look at our workbooks, the very first section in this area, it's going to ask you, where does the majority of your business come from? So let's take a moment. It doesn't have to be exact. I don't expect many people. I know y'all. I understand your psychology. Some of you will have this down to within 1% accuracy right now. Some of you are going to punt, and that's okay. But let's just take a moment to see if this in your business aligns with what NAR talks about. I can sing for you too while we wait, but I did not cue that up. So as you're doing this, I'll just talk about the NAR stats. I don't come up with this stuff. This right here, I think, what I'm about to explain and the information that I get is from the Generational Trends Report. This one is from 2022. Those come out in March of every year. Now, to me, it's the best thing that NAR does as far as data. And from this, we're going to find out that roughly 67% of our buyer business and 74% of our seller business comes from referred by a friend, family, or neighbor, or is used agent previously, referred by another real estate agent or broker, referred through employer or relocation company. So we're talking 67 to 74% of business. Now I did a podcast a couple weeks back with somebody, and he and his team sell 1,023 units per year. And he said 60% of his business or their business comes from their sphere of influence past clients. To me, that's amazing, and that's, I think, where it should be. Anybody write down here, show of hands of somebody, do you have at least 60% of sphere of influence past client business? Referrals and such? Awesome. Anybody higher than that? That's awesome. That to me that's excellent marketing. But it's not just, marketing of the traditional perspective. It's staying top of mind with your people, right? And we hear the term sphere of influence now, right? We've always heard the term of sphere of influence. The people that know, like, and trust us, the people that we have influence over. We are in the unique time where you actually have influence over a near infinite amount of people. So we're going to learn in a minute what the 1-9-90 rule is, and I'm going to prove it to you. But have you ever heard of the parasocial relationship? Does anybody know what a parasocial relationship is? Parasocial relationship is the new buzzword all the video coaches are throwing around to sound sophisticated. What a parasocial relationship is a one-way relationship where somebody is getting to know you through your content, okay, or through your video. Think about Miami Vice. When I was a kid, I wanted to be Tubbs. I'm like, that's me, man. I'm badass. I'm gonna be riding around in a Ferrari or whatever they drive, Lamborghini. And so I had this parasocial relationship, and we all get parasocial relationships with TV stars or something else like that. You can almost feel like you can know, like, and trust them. So the parasocial relationship is a super powerful relationship because you're building likability with somebody. You don't even know they exist, but you're building likability with that person. 67 to 74% of your business is coming from your sphere of influence. And we're going to blow that up on a completely different level. But before we do, we have to understand where our buyers are coming from. Some of this stuff blows my mind. Everybody is different. In here right now, whose preferred social media platform is Facebook? Instagram? TikTok? Okay, so there's some different people, right? Facebook is still powerful, but there's different people. So you have to reach these people. Facebook and Instagram are probably 60-40%, right? But TikTok, a younger crowd is going on TikTok. And you might be saying, I don't really want to cater to, Gen Z. I think that's a mistake because if we look here, 18 to 22-year-olds, 2% buyers, I thought that was great, and 2% sellers. If we take a look at this chart to the right, though, we can see that, watch out for that, baby boomers, right, are here, 21.5. Gen X, the greatest generation in the world, is 19.7. The millennials is 21.9, but look at Gen Z at 20%, 20.35%. Again, this is from your NAR Generational Trends Report. I don't make this stuff up. Y'all can go get it. It's free. Just Google Generational Trends Report. This one's from Statista just for this. What does that mean, right? I think marketing all the time. It's marketing, strategy, and marketing. It means that these people are tomorrow's buyer. Not today's buyer. It's tomorrow's buyer. So the best time to start a YouTube channel was 10 years ago, right? The second best time is today. If the longer you wait, the more you miss the boat, right? YouTube's not going away. Google's not going away. None of these things are going away. So you need to be able to reach your audience, build likability, they get to know you, and build that parasocial relationship. So where are these people, right? Where are these people, the millennials? Where is Gen X? And you play to each one of them. Each one of them are going to have a different message. But I want to ask y'all, when was the last time you're online? Okay? When you're on social media, did you like, comment, share anything? Right? It's all about engagement. We're there. That's how we communicate in this world. It's really crazy that we have this fake reality that we're also plugged into, right? But take a look at this. Starting in 2011, you have an upward trend of the amount of time that people are spending online. Now, that's not just social media. This is online. So we're connected 1/3 of our life. This equates to like 8.03 hours or something. That's 1/3 of our life. 1/3 of our life is on the internet. 1/3 of our life is sleeping, and 1/3 of our life is, I don't know, working, I guess. We're realtors. We don't get any sleep. But to understand that, all right, we got these different groups of people by generation. They communicate differently, but everybody's plugged in online nonstop, so we need to be there. I would focus on these 5. I know TikTok's not listed here because it's number 7. These are the top 5 websites. I don't even understand Twitter. But you got Google, right? Who here has a Google business page that they stay active with? Okay, Google reviews, powerful. Now I'm getting off script right now, but you can take your Google review. I'm going to show you the power of video right now. You can take your Google review, take a screenshot of it, go to Canva, right? If you have pro version, it's $13 a month. So you can go to Canva, you can make a quick little video on your phone, you can drag a circle template over in or a circle frame in and say, oh my God, look at this gleaming review. I just got another 5-star review. Working with these people are so amazing. And you can make a video in any size that you want, 1x1, 9x16, 16x9, and then put it out there on the different platforms. Because you know where everybody is on those 8 hours a day? They're on Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And number 7 would be TikTok. So what are you delivering to these people? How are you delivering it to these people? Because you can take this information from the most powerful website and put it across all of those. Anybody in here do YouTube Shorts on a daily basis? YouTube Shorts, you can connect to a longer video. So you can do a quick little, hey everybody, blah, 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 look at my 5-star review. Hey, you want to take a look at this latest thing? You can do that with real estate. Oh my God, I just listed this amazing home. It's hitting the market tomorrow. You have to follow your state rules for this one. And then all of a sudden that links over to the virtual tour, right? So these are just different ways that you can use it. What's important, who here prefers to work with buyers? Couple people. Listings though, right? Listings leads leverage. We want to make more listings. It's important to understand why people are selling, because then you can tailor your message. One of the problems with, I don't want to say problems, that's an ugly word. One of the challenges us as real estate agents do is we talk about, we regurgitate real estate all day long, right? You know who Gary Vaynerchuk is? He has his book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. So real estate agents go out there, right hook, right hook, right hook, right hook, right? I'm great, sold a house in 12 minutes, listed another one, hey, so happy, blah, blah, blah. You got to go out there and talk a little bit about, hey, what's going on in the community? Hey, did you know this? Hey, here's a historical thing. Hey, I just found this place that got great chicken wings, and then right hook. Because if it's always just right hook, they're going to get banner blindness. I learned a term in the 90s, it was like 1996. I learned the term banner blindness. You go to a website, and then up at the top, there's a banner ad, and over on the corner, there on the column, there's a banner ad. Your brain is trained to know that that's an ad and just not even look at it. It's called banner blindness. It's a real thing. Well, the same thing's happening with the real estate message when it's just always about real estate. Talk about other things. People start to like you, they start to follow you, and then all of a sudden, oh, hey, by the way, I sell real estate. Do you know anybody looking to buy or sell? It's a much simpler approach. But for all sellers, the most common cited reason for selling their home, 18% desire to move closer to family and friends. We've all experienced that, right? The home was too small. That can be several things. Either they had a new baby and the house, now they need another bedroom. Blended families are huge, right? I mean, it's about 50% of the population. And then a change in family situation. Oh, that's kind of the same thing. Basically, life and family events. This takes up for a 20, that's what, 40, 18 and 12. Man, I'm horrible with math. That's 47. 47% of sellers are life and family events. So do you have a message tailored around life and family events? Are you known as somebody that can help people through either a happy time or a negative time or life and family event? That's messaging that you can build a whole series around that I can promise you in your market that there's nobody doing, or if they are doing it, it's a very small percentage of people. YouTube allows you to create playlists of anything that you want. So when you take the number 2 most powerful website and you optimize that number 2 most powerful website with keyword titles and stuff like that, you show up on the number 1 most powerful website, right? Through optimization and searches and such like that. But when you're talking to 47% of the market is life events, I would be thinking as a real estate agent, how do I prepare this message? How do I deliver this message? Because I want 47% of a market, right? This one blows my mind. This is a niche or a niche, however you want to say it.